How are all y'all doing today? I'm still getting a little set up. I think I'm sick. I know I'm sick. I'm not entirely certain what with. I thought it was just allergies. It's just I've spent most of today in bed, so you're lucky I've got clothes on. Hey, Dionica. It's been a while. How are you? Hey, Comatose. I'm trying to figure out how to check my email. There we go. So that I can get this pulled up. Excuse me. On the tablet. That's upside down, apparently. There we go. Hey, Katrina. I'm doing pretty good. Yesterday I was feeling a lot better. The day before yesterday, well, also yesterday I took all of my medicine. So I was like, I don't need medicine. Like, I'll get through the night without it. Shouldn't have done that because I'm just like even worse today than I was 2 days ago. So I'm hoping it's just allergies and just like an aggressive reaction to like spring, which I love. I love nature. It's just horrible. Hey, Jenny. Hey, Pro. How's it going? Jax's mom. Hot dog. I made it live. Yes, you did. I am slippy slurping my first cup of coffee in like since yesterday. I was gonna say in 3 days, but I was like, no, I think I drank a little bit of coffee yesterday before going back to bed. Hey, Hawk. We are working on all sorts of crap. Right, Sabaya? You know, allergies are something else. So, but yeah, I don't have any makeup, anything on today. Y'all, minimal effort. Maximum effort, minimum results, actually. Hey, Salty. It has been a minute. Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, I'm trying to grow it out. Well, back out, but I'm keeping it shorter on the sides, but I still need to cut it. Wow, Danica. Hey, Phyllis. It has been ages. How are all y'all doing? Holy crap. Hey, Bryman. What sort of grass fires here? Tons of carrot. Gotcha, Drax. Yeah, it was. I thought one of the neighbors' houses was on fire yesterday. Because it just smelled like horrible burning. Like, not wood burning, but like just everything burning. And I don't know how much of that is hitting me as well. So, let me get some stuff set up. We did not have a tutorial yesterday. And we will not have a tutorial on Sunday because I haven't recorded them because I didn't want to be coughing through what will hopefully be a long-term like good tutorial. But we're fixing to start up how we've been doing the wire wrapping masterclass lessons. We are going to be doing a learn to master chainmail class, maybe. We're at least remaking all of our old chainmail tutorials because I thought that they were good until I went, like, not that they were great, but that they were just, like, good enough to get the point across until I tried rewatching some of them and I was like, okay, I need to reshoot this. So that's okay. Ooh, into getting candy bars to sell for the kids. Right on, Kelly. Well, how are you doing? I'm going to go ahead and get the camera flipped around and we are going to get to crafting because if I get nothing else done this week, I am going to be getting my production numbers met. So let's go ahead and get this scooched off of the old work surface. I have been enjoying the crap out of this weather though. And there's like some fat birds in my tree eating on the suet block. That makes me happy. Okay. Oh, well, it's my pleasure, Lavita. So one of the things that I was working on is we were prototyping getting this necklace made. I was going to be making like half of it, and then we were going to do the other half in... That's a really good way of looking at it, Brooke. Oops. Witch and M says really excited. Only 4 weeks. I think I'm. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm only in live or in top chat. Okay. Excuse me. Rich and Gnome says, really excited, only 4 weeks till we end our first show, crafting our own displays and wood burning signs. So exciting. That is exciting, Rich and Gnome. I think we're going to have to remake our own, remake a sign for our booth again, since we're not going to be carrying costumes at Anime St. Louis. Hey, Coco, how's it going? Trying to catch up on... Oh, Jenny, I'm so glad your booty box arrived. But I was going to do all sorts of, like, little charms and, like, I don't know, stuff hanging off of it. But, I really like that spiral chain around some beads. Makes me really happy. So, I'm going to plop that off to the side. But what we're working on today is... Let's check our production numbers. We must consult the book. Ooh. I am 110% interested, Drax. If you find something that's interesting, let me know. Let's see. What do we got in here? What week even is it? What day is it? That's how little I've been using my planner. Is like... Okay, here we are. Yup. Boop, boop, boop. Need to get that uploaded. What day is it? Oh yeah, it's Friday. So did I not get anything made yesterday? No, that's not true. I got 10 pendants. And that might have been it. So we need rings, ear cuffs. No, we're good on rings. We need ear cuffs, earrings, and necklaces. And more pendants if we can swing it. So, excuse me. Oh, that'll be perfect, Jax. Where's my Randy? He keeps me focused. So I'm going to be making some ridiculously tiny chainmail as well, possibly. 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to dig all of them out. Yeah, that's not what we're working on yet. I'll leave it in there. I've also been having, zero capability of, focusing on anything. So that's been great. I gotta go grab some scales. I'll be right back. Excuse me. Okay. Whoop. Ah! Hey, Verino. Yeah, we're totally making chainmail today. So, yeah, it is blurry. It is super blurry. And there's not really a whole lot I can do about that. Because this is a live stream, sometimes resetting your, ProPool, help me, what's it called? What are the things that people need to press that makes it less blurry? Ooh, right on what you know. Well, you still got 4 weeks. You're going to be able to get a lot done in 4 weeks, I bet. So I'm going to start with just silver scales. Before I start pulling these out like a crazy person. I'm using a kitchen mat for rolling. Don't interrupt my pendants. It's tacky enough that it holds the pendant in place while you wrap the wire around it. Huh, right on, Enrico. Like a silicone mat? It's maybe a little bit grippy. Oh no. Of all the two rings I could have grabbed, one is mirror finish and the other one very much is not. Hey Ross, how's it going? Hey Julia, how are you? Homesick, but Lisa, I'm sick too, girl. Let's see. Also, let me clean the screen real quick. Maybe that'll help. Right on Pro. Pro says YouTube auto sets quality to 144. Okay. So let me dig out different silver rings. Scales, whatever. There we go. And then I'll just have a little pile that we're working on. Ooh, maple ginger sugar. Oh, that sounds wonderful. Thanks, Julia. Right back at you. So I am using 18 gauge 3/16, which we've just restocked our rings. And Chainmail Joe sends out in his half pound and pound packages. So 18 gauge is 1.2 millimeter wire. That's amazing. And the 3/16 is 4.8 millimeters. So this is an aspect ratio of 4. This is just so handy. Thank you so much, Chainmail Joe. And he's even got like what weave, like he's got like a weave chart. This is the most helpful thing I think ever. So that's awesome. Also, and I feel kind of dirty because I'm restocking my American chainmail kit with Ringlord and Chainmail Joe rings. So, hey Tashers. No, it's not Rona. It's just like allergies that like borderline sinus infections slash strep throat. I get it every winter. Didn't get it last winter. But now it's just hitting me as we've gone from like blizzard cold weather to downright tropical. And I think it's that fluctuation between the extremes that has me just dying. They do, Brooke, but this one's right here in my hands already. It's hard to beat convenience. And like, where's the box at? And if you get up, just bloop, it's already right there in with the rings. That's how lazy I am. Well, I'm not putting any in my ears, Kelly, but I have been putting Vicks Vapor Rub directly up my nose. Probably explains why I can't smell anything except for Vicks Vapor Rub right now. Ooh, right on, Sherry. Okay, so what are we doing? And then I'm gonna pick False Spring. It's yep. No, it's no worries. It's honestly, I feel really fortunate that with what we do for a living, like worst thing that's gonna happen is I miss a couple of tutorials. We're still here, able to do the live streams. I don't know if we'll be doing an after party today. Oops. Just because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to talk. So we're gonna do one in red. One in bronze. One in pink. Ooh, and we can do one in silver. One in gold. These are square cut. Nice, Pro. 16 gauge 1/4 inch square rings from the Ringlord. If anyone has a really good place to buy nice stones like weird cabochons and stuff, our shop, Back to Earth Creations, will hook you up. Oh no, Kelly. So these are all the different colors of earrings I'm going to be making today. So we are doing a Byzantine scale drop earring. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to be coughing in y'all's ear. I'm here coughing and I'm blurry. How's Randy? Hey Randy, how are you?
I'm fine.
He says he's fine. He's probably tired of taking care of me by now. He's been doing a phenomenal job. He brought me soup and a grilled cheese. He gets fancy with the grilled cheese too. It was like uh Swiss and something else. Grilled cheese with some soup. Right on, Enrico. No, it's our house is so drafty that we've never like we had an air purifier for a while, but it's like we still like even with all of the windows closed, whenever the trees are doing their pollen thing, we'll still get a green layer of like it's been powdered sugar sifted through the house, just green pollen, just it seeping through the cracks in the walls. We live in like a really really old house, very drafty, no insulation. Right on, Phyllis. Well, that's good. So I'm just going through and I'm closing each of these rings. And really, you don't have to use this part. You could do a Mobius flower instead. I just like the way that the square shape of the wire um, has a really nice, like, flash effect. Hey, Laura, how's it going? Them's fighting words. Telling me not to eat dairy. It's like I've gotten into fist fights over less. Oh, wow, Tashers. Hey, Deanna, how's it going? I tell y'all what, I was really worried that my energy level would just be absolute crap today. But I'm really glad to be here hanging out with y'all. So thank y'all so much for showing up and being here. Chalky milk. Yes. Though, speaking of dairy, I am super excited. Well, we missed the window today. We're supposed to go on Fridays and pick up raw milk from a dairy here in town.
This is the first I'm hearing of it.
Well, yeah. Well, because we found out from Izzy where her friend used to work.
Yeah.
And then she told us the scoop of when to go.
Tell me to scoop.
Oh. Well, it was in the group text message. I'm very bad at communicating. Me too, pro. Excuse me. Tashers. So just coming through. Trying to do really good closures. Whenever there's yes, we're gonna try making our own cheese and butter. And we don't really eat much yogurt, but I do like yogurt based salad dressing. So I like yogurt in stuff, not just like straight yogurt. Gonna try to do, I don't know, just I figure we've dreamed and dreamed for ages about having a homestead, and like there's a lot of stuff that even though we're doing our little urban homestead here on our quarter of an acre, just because we can't keep goats or dairy cows doesn't mean that I can't start practicing making my own dairy products. So I actually got back to baking bread this week as well. Excuse me, y'all. I'm so sorry. It's treating me pretty well, Lynn. Hey, Rhonda. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh no, Tara. Hey, Lynn. How's it going? It's been a hella crazy busy week. I need to create something. How are you guys? We're doing pretty good. I've been just sick as a dog. Uh, like yesterday, I was doing so good that I went outside and I did like aerial yoga for the year of yoga over on the Vonster vlog. And so now today, in addition to my allergies being like back full throttle, my entire body hurts from doing aerial yoga. Right, cat? Except for also eating the freshly baked bread. It makes some pretty good garlic toast too. I'm very excited. Oh, Julia, I'm sorry. I haven't had a chance. Did you email it? New rule. Every time I cough, I gotta drink some water. That way I stay hydrated. Oh my god, Sabea. Aerial yoga is so much fun. It is like 110% the best way to make me like I feel like a potato goddess just flopping around in my aerial silks, but it's so much fun. So for each of these earrings, whoo-wee, Rhonda, 72 in Indiana in March. This is not typical, is it? Though I always have a memory of the first year that we moved here. We had put our tomatoes out and then had to dig them up and bring them back in because there was a foot of snow on top of them the next day. All over the place. Hey, Julia, how's it going? Right on. Oh, we got a couple of Julias now. Julia Del Judge, if you could email it to me again, that would be really handy. I'm sorry to put you out like that, but nothing better than the smell of making cheese. Oh, I don't know. I've never made cheese before. Is it is it stinky? Yeah, I like a good stinky
It's not
cheese.
as bad as cutting the cheese.
I guess we set you up for that one, Randy. So they're going. I guess what? I can't even remember. What'd you say?
It's not as bad as cutting the cheese.
Ah, a fart joke. Oh my gosh! Here in Quebec, we can't put anything out before end of June. Hoo-wee. I've already started spinach and parsley transplants. I need to get more seedlings going this weekend, but I've just been so tired. Ah, coughed. Time for more water. Hey, Kit, how's it going? We have the seedlings in, they're in flats right now, but I'm gonna be putting them out into, we do hoops over the beds. That way we can put things out early. And then, if we have because typically there's no knowing what to expect. So it's never too early to plant the first time. And we get our seeds from most of them from either rareseeds.com, like Baker Creek, or just the local feed store. So the ones we get from the local feed store are like mega inexpensive. So I don't mind a bit planting my spinach twice. All I hear from my TV is Yvonne Williams saying garlic bread over and over. Oh, well, I'm glad you enjoyed that, Kit. That's part of we like we hope that it's not just getting the cabs from us. We want to make like a little bit of a nice experience out of it. Like, you know, it means a lot to us when people place orders, so we try to make it a nice little something extra. Oh, wow, okay. Hey, Kara, how's it going? Okay. I don't know if I'm doing this right, y'all. So I have attached our square ring over the scale, and that's, you could do a Mobius flower there as well. And then we are going to butterfly those rings open, then split those there. And then I want to try, there we go. I am so tired. I'm half of one earring in, and I'm ready to go back to bed. Huh. Oh, that's crazy, Ross. Now, some shameless self-promotion. Over on the Vonster vlog, I'm going to be doing an entire segment this year of growing in grow bags to where you can, or pots, where you can just grow either in a sunny window or on a porch. That way, because when Randy and I had our very first apartment, when we had, our first apartment in Tennessee, I wish my brain worked good, but it doesn't. We had a patio garden in our second story apartment, and it was miserable, but I loved it because nothing got watered enough. My fault. And nothing got enough sun because we had a north facing porch. Um, and it's just meh. But it's still, I will hopefully never be that bad at gardening ever again. Because I overplanted all of my pots. All of the pots were too small for what was being planted in them anyhow. Okay, let's see. I need to dig out my ear hooks. There's the little earring backs. It definitely was a learning experience. It made me so happy. I actually think, let me see. Where are you? I know you're over here. Oh, gonna have to drink more water. Well, I thought it was over here at least. I'm not doing this again today. That made me crazy. That made me crazy. Probably won't. Can't find it. Okay, not doing that again today. Unless, no. Okay. I could have sworn the other day I was flipping through, looking for something else actually, and found one of my very first garden books that had, where I had drawn out the plans for the garden in the pots. Like I had designed it and everything, but I can't find it. That's okay though. There we are. So this is one earring. Hey, Mew Mew. Yes, pots and drain trays on the concrete slabs. So I'm using 18 gauge 1/8 inch rings to attach the ear hooks. Oops. Excuse me. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Nice, Tiana. I did not have a green thumb to start with. I really had to practice at it. But fortunately, YouTube's a thing now. And that helps tremendously. You can just like search stuff. My Animal Crossing garden looks great. Oh no. Brooke, I've never once in my entire life been able to get a cactus to stay alive. So I'm convinced that it's just tricky. I'm so glad, Denise. Says hello. Hello, I loved my order. Thank you so much. Well, thank you. Wow, what you know. So yeah, so this is, I don't know if it's coming through clear for y'all, but this is the earring design that we're going to be making just a ton of. Picking up the rings. Ah, tashers. No, actually, for in our booth, really long earrings don't sell very well. Like they get a lot of attention, but people are like, "Oh, I don't wear long earrings." And I'm like, "Well, fine then." So since we're still working on our base core inventory, we decided to just stick to simpler designs. That's what I've always heard, Kay, but it's not always how it plays out. Finding using like the cactus blend potting soil actually made a huge difference for me. Like using something for cactus and succulents worked really, really well. Okay. So yeah, once we get that set up, it just whoop, comes together really quick. Elvinera. So I kept it like almost 2 years. Wow. Well done, Sabea. We have, gosh, I think I think the oldest plant we have is probably either my dumb cane. Like I'm not being mean, that's just what it's called. Like or Apophis, the Pothos of Doom.
Also, it's not winning any IQs.
Do what?
Also, it's not winning any IQ tests.
Yeah, it's fair. It's probably the smartest plant I have though. But that Pothos and then a peperomia that I now have 5 of because I keep like every time a branch gets knocked off, um, I reroot it and make another pot of it. This is a like half of a Byzantine, Kelly. Ooh, Tara, that'll be so cool. What? Pro. I almost don't know if I want you to tell me or if I just want to wait on the surprise for Anime St. Louis. So sorry if you already said this, but my ask side jump rings. Ooh, I got you, Tashers. We are using 18 gauge or 1.2 millimeters by 3/16 inch inner diameter, and that's 4.8 millimeters. So an AR of 4.0. And then I'm also using 18 gauge 1/8 inch to attach it to the ear hook, but that's completely just what you have on hand. Oh, Helsing's a good show. Are you being Alucard? You'd be a really good Alucard. Have you watched Helsing Abridged? Peperomia. It's like a very fleshy leafed plant. Like I think it likes swamps. I don't know. It does really well whether I water it or whether I don't. So it lived. It's the plant who lived. Ooh. Very cool, Tara. Okay, so let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 more pairs of earrings. So I'm going to go ahead and get everything set up for all 13. I'm tired already. Where's my Randy? He normally does this part. I can't weave my own chainmail. What is this disrespect? Boo-doo-doo-doo. Lost count as well. We're doing 13. Well, 2 out of...
It's not disrespect for having to do your own job.
What? Hey, Cricket, how's it going? 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe I'll just do 5 at a time. And then maybe Randy will take pity on me and come do my job for me because I'm a little tired. Sorry, Hawk. We are... Right now, I am just opening the jump rings and then setting them down kind of in rows. So just opening it up. And for each individual earring, we'll need 4 open with 2 closed on the first. Oh my gosh, there we go. So to close the rings, I'm just wiggling back and forth until it's lined up perfectly. And then I just set it, boop, right there on the first one. Sorry, our Craft Along with Vaughn live streams are not the best for tutorial purposes. Just because it can be pretty blurry. I'm very distractible, and there's no possibility for editing since it's all live. But I am here to answer any questions that you guys might have about stuff, and I will try my best to demonstrate. But we are just streaming. Am I even attached to Space, or is it through the house internet? Okay, yeah, it's through Space. Cool. So I'm just opening it and setting it down. All right, Aunt Jessica. We do. We have a lot of fun. Oops. Rhonda says, oh no. Oh wow, the video's coming through great, but the sound doesn't match your mouth movements. Remind me of watching Kung Fu movies with dubbed English. Oh goodness, Rhonda. You may want to refresh because my face isn't on the... Can you guys see me? Like... Oh no, cat. What's up, babe?
Because my face is on the thing.
Ross, I don't understand a single thing you just said. I think, is that computer stuff that you're talking about? Gotcha, Rhonda. Okay. The intensely riveting and glamorous life of weaving chainmail. So I pick up the ring and I put the ring back down. Indeed, Tara. So it's a lot of prep. Oops. A lot of prep work on the front end. But that's okay. Because these should come together pretty quickly. Ooh. Well, that one's already closed. So I'm gonna... Oop. Well, I gotta go find that ring. Excuse me. I'm so sorry, you guys. Ooh. Okay, so I've been watching a whole bunch of Townsend and Son, which is like a historical reenactment channel that's like amazing. Excuse me. And any of y'all who might watch that channel will be excited for me. I got a pound of nutmeg in the mail, and I'm so excited. I'm gonna put nutmeg in everything. There we go.
You know I'm not too big a fan of nutmeg, right?
You're not?
No.
How do you know? Like my chicken or the
No.
spice?
The spice.
Because I have a chicken named Nutmeg as well. When was the last time you had anything with nutmeg in it?
It's been a minute.
Well, maybe we can try it.
We can try it.
Okay. I hope I like nutmeg. I like the way it smells when it's burning, so. Tara, too much nutmeg can be toxic. Oh no. Now, how much is too much? Like, ooh, pumpkin pie. Okay, so now I'm going through and I'm doing the 2 closed rings on the first. Oh, candied pecans. That'd be so good. Sorry, I don't mean to creepy whisper about food in your ear, but also candied pecans. What? Oh, good luck, Jax. And it's all like windy outside, so we had gotten a wind chime. Randy, eggnog has nutmeg in it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like eggnog?
It's not for the nutmeg.
Cause man, that feller puts nutmeg on everything. What drops? What are we talking about? Hey Rhonda, how's it going? Ooh. Oh, that's a good idea, Erica. Well, that's nice. The bird outside learned how to make like a car alarm noise. What kind of bird is that, I wonder? Spring. When all the birds come out and scream into the void, not Twitter style. What's it called? It's not Grinder either, but it's like that. Hey, Randy,
Mm.
where's the place where people go when they're trying to hook up?
Tinder?
Tinder. That's what the birds are doing outside. We have a pigeon out here that thinks he's a crow. Oh my goodness, Erica. Hey, Penny Van, how's it going? A mockingbird? Maybe. Has it been an hour? Oh my gosh. No, just 43 minutes. And honestly, I do feel like I'm not particularly entertaining today. I am so tired. I am dead sick. You know, I say that, but it could be a lot worse. I'm glad that it isn't so far. Randy gave me a bunch of like headache medicine and stuff. Like he hooked me up. So I'm feeling better than I have in a minute. Ooh, hey Michelle. How are you doing today? Okay. So we are close to our last. Whoop. I just need 2 more closed. No more than 2 teaspoons of nutmeg. Thank you so much. I can't imagine eating more than 2 teaspoons of nutmeg. Is that like in a sitting, in a day, in a week? So, like that's a lot of nutmeg. And is it like kill you toxic or like upset tummy toxic? I'll Google it myself after the stream. Hey Rachel, thank you. Honestly, I'm feeling better already. Gonna drink some more Wawa. Oh goodness, what you know? What style of rings are you making today? Okay, now I'm gonna scooch these off to the side. Ooh, I have coffee as well. Y'all, I saw Sabea made some rings today, and they were looking pretty good. I don't know if she made them today, but I saw them today. And designs like this are my absolute favorite for beefing up our booth inventory. Really, and that's how it started with me, Penny. Is I felt like I had a fever. Randy said I was fine, but it was like 40 degrees, and I was like sweating. That's a good point, Jerma. Okay. That made me crazy. So I'm gonna go through. Cool. There's two that match. I guess I mixed my mirror finish and not mirror finish together. That seems like something Vaughn would do. So are those? No, those don't match either. Okay, so now we've got the scales for 5 of them. Right? Right, Jax? It's like, who needs a heater or a heated blanket when your blood is lava? Okay, and just to make things go, hopefully, even more smoothly, I'm going to go ahead and open up. Oh, witch and gnome. That my dad used to say to me, chop, chop, boogie, woogie. Or let's shake a leg. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but it always meant like hurry up. But oh my gosh, well that's good to know, Julia. I'll make sure to not have too much nutmeg. There we go. There's our 10 connector rings. Okay. Ah! Hey, M2. Am I in a live from my autoplay? I'm preparing my workspace. I hear this voice. I didn't know you did lives. Hey! Yeah! We try to do a live stream every Friday. I'm a bit under the weather today, but we're still here doing our thing. Oh, I hate it when I do that. I'm gonna start at the other end so I'm not just flinging rings. What you giggling at, my love? Mm-hmm. What? Pro? What kind of school did you go to? Though honestly, I have some very fond memories of just public school shenanigans.
Culinary kind.
The culinary kind. Hey, Anna, how's it going? Okay, so, oh, I didn't do that right, did I? Nope. I forgot to add the earring part, like the scale. Okay, so now we're going to take one of our square rings, bloop, plop that on, take our scale, and put it whichever side of the scale that you want to be the front. Just keep it consistent, that way they match. Now we can close it. And so at least it wasn't Tide Pods, that's fair. That's how that's looking. And then we're going to butterfly those 2 rings. And then we're going to hook through not the square ring and not the scale, just those 2. Oof, maybe? There we go. It's definitely helpful to oh my gosh, to already be familiar with my hands don't work. When your hands don't work like they used to before. I'm so tired. Ugh. Oh no. Somebody says my kids in my school did the cinnamon challenge, tried to swallow tablespoons of cinnamon, never worked, just made a mess. Right? Okay. So it's super important to get that square ring out of the way first. And then you can fold it over. And life is going to be a whole lot easier. I said, there it goes. I was like, I said it would be easier. Woo! M2 says, I am addicted to this craft already. In 1 month. 1 month in, I make natural stone bead jewels for 3 years, but not wrapping. Ooh. Wire wrapping opened up a whole new world to us. Because I had started, like, I'm super excited for you. There's few things more exciting to me than a new craft energy. Whenever you're just getting into new tools and materials and techniques and it just all of the creativity and possibilities. It's very, very exciting. But oh no. Kelly. So there's one earring. But we started out like the very first type of jewelry that I made personally was like bead strung stuff. Because I mean, I was stringing it literally on dental floss, but that's because that's all I had. But started branching out a little bit, going shopping at the Hobby Lobby, and feeling like, getting into this. But wire wrapping gave away that it's like, any shell or stone that I found while walking in the woods or in my driveway, could become jewelry through wire wrapping. And it just seemed like, it started with bead stringing, and then I kind of fell into macrame and wire wrapping at the same time, and then chainmail, like all in like, I don't know how many months apart, but all within like a year. I went from just doing bead stringing to doing macrame, wire wrapping, and chainmail as well. And it was really just amazing to be able to hybrid some of those different techniques together. And I have to say, I'm really excited after 2 years of not vending, getting back to it, like kind of the daily grind of trying to make enough inventory in hopes that it will sell. It's really nice to be back to crafting. Right on, Anna. Ah, very cool, Tara. And that's another. So there's two pairs of earrings. And I think we sell these for like, I don't know. I don't know how much. Hey, Randy, how much are we going to sell these for?
5 to 8.
Okay. I was thinking five, but probably, I don't know. I should listen to Randy on some, because we do like just our basic charm earrings for five. Because we do the hypoallergenic ear hooks. Did eat salt off the payment. Oh no, Kit. Oh my gosh. Oh no, might explain some things. Oh my gosh. Oh, Kit. Eating a whole box of chocolate X-Lax. What? Let's see. Okay. I'm going to zoom in. And hopefully that will be helpful to you, Hawk. Okay. So I've taken that first ring, this one that I'm holding with my pliers, was the one that was open with the two closed on it, and I've threaded it through our square and our scale. And then closed it. So now I'm going to thread a second open ring through the two rings, the square ring and the scale, and close. The only thing that you want to watch out for not doing at this point is you don't want to thread it through the ring that you had just added. You want them to be very independent of each other. And now I'm going to isolate those two rings on one side and the square and the scale on the other. And then I'm going to butterfly them so that one rings, it's like opening a book. Now we do have a tutorial on, I'm pretty sure, how to weave Byzantine. If not, we will be releasing one in the future, and we may include this. Um, I'd had the idea, and I'm like, that's kind of clickbaity, but also really useful information to do a tutorial on like our 5 best selling ring designs. And not necessarily like just the 5 ring designs that sell best for us, the 5 earring designs that sell best for us, like kind of just um kind of on that angle. So this would definitely be an earring design that we would include in that. Though we did do a 5 easy chainmail earring tutorial, we may do a 5 more easy chainmail earrings. So Tara says, do it. Right on. Ooh, nice, Kit. Oh, goodness, Rhonda. I really like that with that pale pink. On the camera, it's not really showing up as anything other than silver, but it's a very, very pale pink. Ooh, Erica says, I'm brand new to electroforming. I'd love if you would do some more videos on it. Right on. I honestly need to get better at electroforming. I am very, very bad at it. Um, like, but I feel like there's something that I need to put like my diode in a bag, like the copper, like my electroforming solution would get so filthy. Um, and so I don't know, I kind of got a little bit more of a hang up. I'll definitely be posting more experiment tutorials, but I don't feel like I know enough to be like, yes, this is how to do thing. Because I can't guarantee that it is actually a good idea to do it that way. Right on, Anna. Well, excellent. We'll get that stuff put together then. Okay, so Hawk, hopefully, if you didn't catch it that time, I'm going to demonstrate it again. So this is our one open with 2 closed on it, and then I'm going to place on the square ring, and then I'm going to place on the scale ring. And I like to have it to where the curved side is facing forward, but that's just my personal preference. There's no reason why you couldn't do it the other way. I just recommend having it be consistent. Whichever you choose, just do it the same for both earrings. Or not. Maybe you're going for that organic mismatched look. That's true. Tara says we could watch you mess stuff up and learn what not to do. Yeah, dude. Okay, so I did try electroforming rainbow fluorite. But apparently that makes some sort, like, I'm really lucky that I didn't kill us. Because it makes like, I don't know, my friend Pam was like, you probably shouldn't do that because that's copper nitrite, right? I was like, I think so. And she's like, mixed with fluoride? And I was like, yeah. And she's like, said some like fancy chemistry word. And she's like, y'all could be dead right now. And I was like, really? That would have sucked. So hopefully I don't mess up too bad because I'd like to live to craft another day. Hey, Tadashi. How's it going? Oh, goodness, Anna. Well, we're all in our sick beds today, aren't we? Ooh. M2 says I'm learning that. Sold a bunch of my first $5 wire wrap ring the last time I set out in my neighborhood. Bronx is new to them here. I'm doing such simple things. Ooh, right on. Dude, the $5 stuff in our booth is our bread and butter, man. Like, especially when we're selling like at in-person events, uh, like our $5 and $10 stuff is what gets the bills paid. Hey, Julie, I'm glad you were able to make it. I'm afraid to solder, much less make electroform bombs. Oof. Hit my dial too high and fizzed the copper. Oh no, Erica. Were you able to like scrub it and recover it or? Ooh. Metronome says, so I have 7 different color 20 gauge wire, but making sets of 7 in a size. I've noticed that each of the rings come out just a little off in size. That'll be alright. And there's another one. Ooh, Tadashi says, I like to see how you organize your jewelry. Is that a request for seeing it or yeah, no worries, Hawk. Oh gosh, yeah, Tara. Ooh, coffee. There we go. Gotcha. Okay. So I'm really hoping it doesn't crash our. Instead of moving the camera, I'm just going to zoom it out super far. So the wave. Excuse me. So currently. Oh, I'm all lightheaded from standing. Okay, there we go. I did not die. So we use these. Okay, I am going to have to move the camera. If the stream crashes, I will be back. Like, it takes a couple of minutes. I just have to click refresh, or I have to reboot the phone actually. But y'all will just need to click refresh. So this is up here. You can see we have these tackle boxes, and those are what we store our inventory in. Is those 3 tackle boxes. Currently we only have like these 2 that we're filling up, but we're hoping to have all 3 of them full before our first vending event of the year. And so each tray will hold different things. So this tray that I'm fixing to show you is just earrings. Now we haven't tagged these yet either. We'll be going through and tagging them all. These are that was y'all remember that live stream from like a lifetime ago? These are shark skin tags. We just write on them with a pen, like an ink pen or a fine tip Sharpie marker, and those are the tags that we use on all of our jewelry. And so you can see here, these guys have the tags on them. And they're a little bit tangled, but that's fine. That's life. There we go. So I just put the tag around the earring hook, and then I thread one earring through the loop of the other. And then whenever we put these onto our earring display, we'll pull it off, thread it through the display, and then put the back on it, and that holds it on there. And we do the same thing on the other side, but the tag will be on the front. So yeah, these are all of our earrings so far. So we do all sorts of different styles, and we'll try to keep it categorized by like one style and then another style. But we run out of spaces and so aren't always able to do that. Hey Elijah, how's it going? And then from the other tray, Dang, these are getting heavy, babe.
I know.
Okay. So here we have our necklaces, which we've got to make a bunch more of, but we'll get there. Thank you, Gypsy. It was given to us by our friend Mary Hart. And we got to meet her at an anime convention in Tulsa. But yeah, so this is where we keep our different necklaces. Just kind of popped in here. Again, we try to do it by kind of design, but ooh, I like that one. Now, necklaces are currently a little bit lower priority because anything that's a pendant can be made into a necklace by us just stringing it onto a chain. So these are our pendants so far. Ooh, that one's cute. I like that one. Lots of groovy calves. We're going to be doing a lot of filler with just little painted calves on like these cute bezel trays that we coated them with an acrylic spray before using them. And then some wire wrapped gemstones. Yes, Annie Van, please. I love you. Like I loved the recipe that you sent, and you seem to be eating like. It seems like I would enjoy just about anything that you cook. So yes, I would definitely love. Randy's been doing amazing on making our bracelets. So we've got mostly chainmail bracelets right now, but I'm gonna have to make some that are like strung gemstones as well. So we'll see how that goes. Thanks, Janine. Right, Kelly? Those are red coral, and they look very chili pepperish. Hey, Randy, could you put these back up for me? They're heavy, and I'm pathetic. It's fading dark. Oh. Will you pet my hair and tell me I'm pretty? Please. Please. After you do all that other crap I asked you to do.
They didn't have boogers in your fingers.
I don't rub boogers in my hair. It's the best hair gel ever. Thank you. You didn't really just put boogers in my hair, did you? Man, you gotta tell me if you put boogers in my hair.
You feel it when it dries.
Oh. Okay. Oh my gosh. I lost one of my pliers. Brandy, did I put one of my pliers in this tree? No, I found them. It's okay. They're right here. Thank you. Oh. I will milk it. Droma. I have no dignity or shame. Hey, Kay, how's it going? It has been a very long time. Chicken taco stew. Drax's mom. I have not been able to. Well, okay. One of them I just used exactly as it is for hiding some of my herbs and essential oils in up in my temple room because it was like perfect. But the other ones, I don't know if I'm gonna like. I don't know if I'm gonna cover them in polymer clay. I don't know if I'm gonna decoupage them. Like I don't know what I want to do with them yet. So, but I do. I have been just moving them from spot to spot, just like petting them and dreaming. Okay. Aw, Sabea, thank you. Tasher says, so when someone buys a pair of earrings from your booth, how do you pack it up for them? We are jank AF, and we just take it off the thing, and we have the organza bags that we do our orders and stuff in. We'll put a business card in there with that, and then we just like drop the earrings into the bag and pull it tight. Just because it's, especially if they get like a $3 or $5 pair of earrings, we could probably do like punched jewelry cards. That wouldn't, eat into the profit margin too much. But we didn't want to do like boxes for the jewelry whenever it's only like $3 to $5 because then it cost more to do the packaging than what we sold it for. Um, ooh, right on, Jax. I might. Good luck to you, Tim. He says I'm out vending my goods tonight in Miami. Beautifully cool bay breeze going on. I bet. Right on. Kay says I was down for a while, but improving, so looking for groovy cabs now. Excellent. Tara says that's how I do it. But I mean, we've never had any complaints. We could always go fancier with it, but it's just more stuff for us to have to remember whenever we go and vend.
It's making money, but with more steps.
Randy says it's making money, but with more steps. Oh, that's really cool, M2. I bet we could very easily just do like a snip into our business cards and like put the earrings into the snips. Kind of like how we do whenever we do our auctions. That might be nice. She says it makes my $5 earrings so much fancier. Nice. Because we have all three of our earring displays are round, so earring cards that have like the nice little like like hook where it would like hang on, don't fit onto them. So we've just kind of never gone that route because it didn't fit. Little craft zippies from the dollar store and put a business card in that. Right on. I was looking around for options. No, we get bulk organza bags and we use those for putting just about everything in because they like they're colorful and they're kind of see-through, and that's Randy and I's method for being able to tell if people bought stuff is because if they're holding it in their hand and it's not in an organza bag, then we're like they didn't pay for that, because if they paid for it, we just stuck it into the bag. They then charge more than that for him, Kelly. Hey, Addie, how's it going? Bit of a heavy pair too. No, I'd always very much rather be charging more for a pair of earrings than, or more for really anything than less, because you want to feel good about it whenever it sells. Right on, Tashers. Yeah, the nice thing about those organza bags is you can use and reuse the heck out of them. And there's another earring. Yeah, setting up the rings and then coming through just makes me feel like I'm like popping them out. Well, hey, Debbie. Says hello, my first time here. Well, welcome to the chat. Nice.
Mom.
Huh?
Have a good one.
Oh, okay, cool. Bye, Jax's mom. Have a wonderful rest of your night. Excuse me. Okay. On to... Ooh, there's two scales stuck together on that one. Split them apart. That's okay. So I think I might be interested in... I'm going to weave this one and then I'm going to try something. 40 gemstone earrings and 32 charm earrings. I might try and make some more next week. Very cool. Now also, this is something I've been kind of prepping myself up for in my mind because I don't want to get expectations steal joy. You should have standards, but getting like I often like I was bracing myself for this is the first time we've done this convention since pre-Rona. We do not have our costumes, which are our higher priced items. So like we sell one costume and oftentimes from the sale of that single costume we'll have made more than what we have in jewelry sales all the rest of the weekend. So we're probably not going to pull in as much as what we have in the past because I'm also not going to be we're not selling elf ears and we're not doing henna because used to we would wholesale purchase elf ears from our friends with Aerodani Studios, but because we didn't have a whole lot of overlap of conventions with them and we were doing 30 some odd shows a year, whereas now that we're just doing the two shows, one of which they're at, so we wouldn't have been having the ears out for sale anyways. um we decided we're just not gonna include elf ears in our booth setup this year. um but those were like some of our biggest movers. So but also yeah, so we'll see how that goes. But whenever like we're doing all of this work to make so much inventory for our first vending event, and well, and I say it's first since pre-Rona, um we're probably not even going to move like a fifth of it, but we're this much more ahead for our next vending event. So that's kind of something to I never want to damper anyone's enthusiasm or rain on parades or anything like that, but it is a good idea to mitigate your expectations and to just kind of p- hope for the best, plan or prep for the best, plan for the worst. Um, in that way, you know, if it isn't a good show, I'll already have the pep talk in place for, well, we're this much more ahead for our dragon. So, right on with you know. Okay, and there is. They come together pretty quick once you get all the stuff set up. One more, well, two more earrings, and then we'll set up one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight more pairs. Mmm. Witchenome says, "Have you done many clip-on earrings?" Um, my boss said her 92-year-old mother wants earrings but doesn't have pierced ears. What we do is we bring, where's it at? You, I've lost it. But we have this organizer that has clip-on earrings in it. In that way, if somebody is interested in clip-on earrings, we just change out the backing. Um, like we'll remove the fish hook and put on the clip-on adapter there at the event. And usually I don't charge any extra for it. Like they're not sterling silver or anything. They're just silver plated. They're still hypoallergenic clip-ons, but the only earring backs that we upcharge for are the sterling silver or niobium earring backs. There we go. What's going on here? How come that's not? Why don't you want to lay down right? Okay. Excuse me. Rhonda, we get these from they are the 1 inch scales from the ringlord.com. Okay, I'm so glad to have been helpful to you. Hmm. Very cool. Yeah, Molly, signage is such a good idea because oftentimes, um, like folks might be maybe they're shy or don't want to, maybe they'll feel like, oh, well, that's a silly question, I just won't ask. Whereas like you can put signage by things that the information on the sign is about. Like you wouldn't put a sign about, you know, alternative earring backs available on request, or however you might word it. You wouldn't put that over by the bracelets. Like you'd want to have that over by the earrings. But having strategically placed signage conveying information for you is going to be so helpful. Ooh, yeah, fringe. Oh no. Laura says, I'm my first show on the 12th and I'm nowhere near ready. Oh, Laura. You'll still do good. Hey, Linda, how's it going? The middle and small. The big ring is 16 gauge 1/4 inch. The rings that we're doing the Byzantine out of are 18 gauge 3/16, and the small is 18 gauge 1/8. Or about they ask if you take plastic while looking at the sign that says you take plastic. Yeah, and on I'm really bad about that. Like I am one of those customers who will have looked directly at the sign and it just won't have registered, and then I'll be like, just ask basically whatever it was that the sign was addressing. So I always try to be really patient with customers because it's like, this is my booth. Just because I know every intricacy about it, I'm not going to expect them to, be mind readers or be just as familiar with my craft as I am. And also, vending events can be really overwhelming as a customer. Like, you're taking in so much information, you've got stuff on your mind, you're trying to, like, I don't know, you're probably dehydrated. Like, there's so many different things going on that it's like, I don't mind a bit repeating the same, like, 5 facts that are already on the signs all day. Because y'all are literally giving me money for jewelry and making my dream possible. So it's like, yeah, I'm going to be very accommodating. Oh my gosh, that would be so cool. Molly says, even though you may not feel ready, how cool would it be to sell out? I would wish that on anybody. Right on. Well, thanks so much for hanging out, Hawk. Oh, Laura says I bought table number holders for index size cards for signage. They work great. That's a really good idea. We had done here for, I still never did a tutorial on this, but we made this little pinch part right here whenever I was making this display, for being able to put some signage in as well. Ooh, B says, hi Vaughn, hey B, I've done a bit of chainmail work and I'd like to do more, but it just destroys my hands and wrists. Is that something that you've had trouble with? Maybe the bent nose pliers help? The biggest thing that helped me, B, was to not stick exclusively to one craft. So like I'd mix wire wrapping and chainmail. That way whenever my hands would start to get sore from chainmail, I'd switch it up and do wire wrapping for a little bit, because sometimes the best break isn't just stopping, like the best rest isn't just stopping, it's doing something different. Also, I don't do a whole lot in stainless steel, or any like really tough to work with metals. I do a lot with aluminum, or any like softer aluminum, copper, even bronze is a little stiff if I'm working with like a 16 gauge. And doing the extended pliers lets me use my whole hand and let me shape this so that it doesn't just dig in right there. Because whenever I'm working with pliers like this, there's nothing for my pinky to hold on to, so my hand would cramp up, and it's just putting so much pressure right there. Whereas, and I just used like a thermoplastic, the Terraflex or Warbla or any thermoplastic on the market, and then shaped it around like a soda can, and then so that exactly where I wanted my fingers to be and that distributed the weight and pressure. It hurts a lot less. It's like sitting on a bench seat. If you have a bench seat that's a nice wide board, it didn't hurt your butt as bad as sitting on a bench that's like a narrow board. Or you know, hopefully that helps. But yeah, fleshing out my pliers really, really helped. I also, any way that I can keep my hands, I'm going to zoom out a bit because, again, any kind of ergonomic hand positioning, if I can keep my hands like this or like this even while I'm crafting, as opposed to, strained positions. So for me, bent nose pliers really helped, but that's just me though. Some folks like bent nose pliers, but will hold them like this. So my best advice would be to maybe get your hands on a couple of not cheap pliers, but inexpensive pliers. I always do look for box hinge style of pliers, as you see here, as opposed to now this one I don't use the flat nose for much except for in wire wrapping. So these guys serve me just fine, but this is more of like a scissor hinge. And whenever you're working with rings, I've actually broken quite a few scissor hinge pliers because you're putting pressure on it and it can like bust them. So whenever I whenever I think cheap pliers, I think scissor hinge. Whenever I think inexpensive, they're box hinge, but they don't cost a ton. So and just test out different ways of holding it. And it's really nice that with the thermoplastic too, if you think you like it one way and then you're like, I think I want to try it a different way, you could heat it up and just pull it off, or you could heat it up and reshape it. So, ooh, Julie, that's a really good tip. She says wearing fingerless compression gloves really helps as well. Right on. I was just asked how your channel is. I put down all the bells and whistles. What? Like, is YouTube doing like a poll or something? Like, I hope they don't fire me. They'll probably fire me. But I do hope that that's helpful to you, B. And also, it's just like going to the gym. Day 2 and day 3, you are going to be hurting because your body's not necessarily used to working, those muscle groups. We have so many muscles in our hands and stuff, so expect some stiffness, and just kind of build your way up to it. If you go from not weaving chainmail at all to doing 8 hours of chainmail, it doesn't matter if you have the best pliers and the softest rings, your hands are still going to hurt. What's up, my love?
Are you going to want more soup?
I don't know. I don't know if I should do an after party. I
Okay.
feel like I'm super boring. I'm just gonna be doing this. We're doing an after party.
We are?
Yeah, we're doing an after
You're
party.
wanting to cook soup
Yeah. Can we have chicken noodle soup?
Sure.
Oh.
Go put your cheekies to bed.
Oh, thank you, Randy. You're like the greatest in the whole wide world.
That's what I hear.
No, like for reals. I should really start paying you. I'm not going to, but I should. What?
What'd you say?
Nothing. Bye, baby. Any tips on selling online? Excuse me. Selling online is super tricky. Or it can be, because things that are going to be effective for you may not be as effective for somebody else. So what has worked for Randy and I may not be super effective for you. But again, managing your expectations is a really great way of ensuring that you don't get burnt out. You're probably not going to be paying all of your house bills off of your first month of sales of starting a website. And if you do, that's awesome. Like, good luck to you. Don't give them ideas, right, Rachel? For selling online, choose something that you're familiar with. We actually just started a new business back in December called Compass Rose Planner Co. because we started our jewelry business back in 2008 when not everybody had a Facebook, like it was just a different time. Um, and so I wanted to get, some real life experience with what it's like to start a business. And we haven't really promoted the Compass Rose Planner Co. Here on the main channel because I didn't want to just ride on my own coattails. Like, I wanted to experience what it was like to start from scratch. And so a couple of y'all came over. I think we started with like 15 people came over here from the vlog and the main channel from where I did talk about it. And the best thing I can recommend is to start the seeds of your community before you've even started your business. So, like, if you get the business name locked down and you get, like, if you use Facebook, use Facebook. If you use Reddit, use Reddit. I use Instagram and Facebook almost exclusively, other than here on YouTube. So, I went with a Facebook group. And like we made a Facebook business page for Compass Rose Planner Co. and made a group. And over there on the group, other than this week because I've been ill, but I've tried to post daily. And it's in, like, plant the seeds of your community and then water those seeds. Like you can't have a community if you're not participating in it. So set the vibe for how you want the community to be, like set the tone and then just go from there. And we're very fortunate to have, I think there's like 60 some odd of us now over on the Compass Rose Planner Co. Group. And it's just us talking about stickers and, like, oh my god, I'm so bad at this, and admiring each other's artwork and, like, doodles and stuff in our planner. Um, and then from there, I post to the business page. Um, like, we functioned for probably at least a month over on that group before I even had anything listed for sale in my Etsy shop. Because we did decide to go with an Etsy, just to see if they're still pulling the same crap that they were uh, back whenever we closed our Etsy shop for the jewelry. Um, and they are kind of like, Etsy's okay. They're definitely more user friendly than jumping in and starting a website, and we have gotten a little bit of traffic exposure from just being on Etsy, but eh, it is what it is. What's most important is that you find something that you can be consistent with and that you enjoy, and then plant the seeds of your community and water it. And like, we actually paid for our internet and gas bill off of Compass Rose Planner Co. last month. Um, and that is amazing. So, uh, but you don't have to, instantly have 20,000 followers on Instagram to have a successful business.
Holy cow.
What's up, my love?
You want to talk about the disrespect?
What's happening? Who
Opened
disrespect?
a can in this house?
Yeah. Did Ember come harass you?
Yes.
Yeah. She's kind of rude now.
I told her it's not for you.
Did she hit you in the face?
It's not for you. And then I let her sniff the can lid, and she looked at me like, "You bring disrespect into this house?" And she smacked me in the face.
Oh, because you got a red mark on your face, honey.
Disrespect.
Our cat's beating him because he was making soup for me instead of tuna for her. It's super awesome, Pro. Right on. Elijah says, I'm a year and a half in and my community is less than 15. Quality over quantity, though, bro. Is there any such thing as a truly pink quartz? The beads I have are way too pale. It depends on what you mean by truly pink. I've seen some rose quartz that is natural rose quartz that does look very pale, pale pink. But typically to get, like, pink, for a quartz, yeah, it's gonna be dyed. Or you could go with, like, a rhodochrosite or something of that sort. Do I get a participation award? I think you do, Tara. Oh, I'll have to check on the Etsy messages. Sorry, I've been literally for a couple of days now just sleeping. Ah, Donis has got my calves today. Thanks, you're the fastest shipper in the lower 48. Woo, if you order on a Sunday or Monday, we are. If you order like on a Friday, it doesn't get shipped out till Monday. Ooh, oh, that's so cool, M2. She says, I sell in front of my supermarket here for a few years. I bring out my loose beads also and let them pick beads, and we make one together. I get custom orders, repeat customers. Yep, that's awesome. But yeah, just taking it wee bitty baby steps at a time. We aren't actually hard launching the Compass Rose Planner Co. until like probably October of this year because we're taking all of this time to allow ourselves to develop a product line, to kind of use our friends as guinea pigs. That's kind of what the Facebook group is to be like guinea pigs. To be like, hey, test out our new products. So we list the products for probably way cheaper than what we should for the quality of paper that we're using, and the amount of ink and stuff that goes on it. But y'all are our guinea pigs, so we'll figure it out. That's what Randy's making me right now is chicken noodles. The Happy Planner. It's I make the pages currently for the Happy Planner Classic, but I can also just as easily do them for just regular old, um, like letter size 8.5 by 11, and I can punch for Happy Planner Classic or Mini. Um, excuse me, or we can do 3-hole punch as well for you, Sabea. Oh, Penny. But sorry, I feel like that was really vague, but I was having a hard time keeping my thoughts in a line. But it's yeah, my best advice for selling online is to start participating in and or building a community. Because it's you don't like I wouldn't just go to a wire wrapping Facebook group and day one be like, this is my shop, this stuff is for sale, this is no, I'd go through and I'd like and you got to be genuine about it too because it really doesn't ring true if you just go through and comment on literally everyone's stuff being like, oh my god, this is so cool, you should check out my shop. Like no, like participate in a way that like inspires you. Like if you see something that you like, like comment and be like, oh my god, I like that, or however it is that you speak. um and because if it's not genuine, it's not gonna hold water. uh like I've never had the time or energy to upkeep any sort of facade because it's like if I had days like today where I just feel like but I feel not that great. I don't have the energy to keep up a facade right now. Like y'all are getting raw on, like no seasoning or anything. I didn't even put on lashes today. I did bathe. I get a gold star in my planner for bathing. But same thing goes for if you're running a business and in your online presence and kind of personality, it starts to show through. I'm having a blast working out my planner and how I'm going to use it and what might change. Eee, right on, Laura. Penny. Got my goodies also. Eee, right on. Ooh, have you looked into doing a PDF digital planner? We've considered it a little bit, but I'm not entirely certain how to export PDFs. Like, I'm so dumb when it comes to computers. So I figured we may one day, but so much of what we're specializing in right now is just customizing the pages for the folks and then sending out the it's almost we're almost doing art print quality planner pages. And so uh oh no, I dropped it. I dropped it again. There we go. Okay. Bye, Rhonda. No time to shower. Wire and beads for days. Hey, Mystic Rosalie. Ooh, B says, about starting a community. I've had a much better time on Facebook than Instagram because my relatives are there to cheer me on. My grandmas will think even my worst scribble is perfect. Ah, right on, B. And that's the thing is it's like so many folks, like friends and like everything were like, Vaughn, you have got to be on TikTok. I hate TikTok. It makes my brain hurt. Like it's so like loud. And they kept being like, "Well, the more you use it, the more tailored to you it'll become, so it'll be less like that." And I'm like, "I don't want to have to trudge through all of this sludge to get to the good stuff." So I do have a TikTok, and my friends do send me some really funny good stuff from TikTok. But nowadays, I see all that same stuff on Instagram Reels and YouTube Shorts as well. But I just don't like the platform of TikTok. Like it's too easy to just rip my day away. Um, and it's like I swear to God, if I see one more person lip syncing, I'm just gonna lose my mind. TikTok is squirrely, says Tara. Yeah. What? Stalkered you out of $70? How'd that? All right. I hope you're okay. Like, but so I don't do a whole lot on TikTok, but there are people and like the friends who have recommended it to me who do phenomenally promoting their work on TikTok. But it's if the shoe is uncomfortable to you, you are less likely to wear it. You're less likely to stick with it. And so I'm able to use what they change it to, the Facebook business suite is now called like Meta or something, which is hilarious because it's like meta gaming. Um, but I can schedule my posts for Facebook and TikToks, or no, Facebook and Instagram simultaneously. Oh no, I don't have to go through a bunch of different, I don't have to juggle a ton of stuff. Like, so I can just do that and YouTube and it's fine. Like, so you don't always have to do what is being pushed as what is the best for the algorithm and what is the best for, you know, do this and your business will make 6 figures in 1 month. Like, I don't know how many of y'all have seen that uh, gimmicky promo stuff for like starting a blog. Do these 5 steps and you'll make like a bajillion trillion dollars. And it's like, okay. No, we're not trying to sell any gimmicky stuff here. Oh my god, I'm just trying to get the ring on the other ring. There we go. I did it. Nailed it. First try.
These 5 steps, you'll be flipping 6 figures.
What? Pretty much though. But it's like, oh, well, I mean that's all right though. Sabea supporting small businesses. That's good. Right, Penny Van? Jeroma says, I'm so bad at planners. I start January and about mid-month I stop. Have planners from 10 years ago, which will probably be reusable in a few years. Oh my gosh, Jeroma. That's actually, we specialize in all of our planner pages are undated. That way you can totally take a year and a half off and then pick right back up where you left off. But yeah, do what feels fun to you, because if you're enjoying it, you'll find a way to make it efficient and effective. Because that's gosh, for the past 2 years we had been like trying so hard to like bow to the algorithm, and it's like, so everybody is posting these like 10-minute long videos on YouTube, and it's like I can't teach anything in 10 minutes. Other people can. They do a really good job at it. I spend like the first 6 minutes asking how the day is and like talking about my cat. Like, I'm very bad at this. As far as being a professional YouTuber goes, I'm very bad at this. But I'm having fun. And so instead of trying to cram myself into that 10 to 15 minute DIY 5-minute crafts mold, here I am popping out hour and a half long tutorials just on how to make ear hooks. And that's like one of our best tutorials, like as far as like reach and like everything. So it's like, don't bow to an algorithm. Do what you feel you need to do, and it'll you know it'll work. Pro. Nobody send Pro money. He's making a joke. Ooh, Missy says planners for workday business. Planners for all sorts of different stuff.
I already sent Pro
Dang
$50.
it, Randy, stop sending pro money. It was $500, not 50. So, ooh, 4-in-1 bracelets. You only have 11 rows. Oh no. Yeah. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I dropped a ring on it, so it got off somewhere. And how many did we need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh no, I need so many more. Thank you, Droma. I was like, I'm gonna get this woven because I'm really worried about dropping something on it and then just. Well, these chills are getting bad tonight, right, Pro? I don't know what we're gonna do about it. Mm-hmm. Oh, well, thank you, Linda. I'm just, honestly, I'm just trying to be helpful. That's why I'm here. Ooh, shiny. Okay, so there's 1, there's 2. Because it can be so overwhelming, and even with knowing what I know, the things that I have just said to y'all, that I have experienced and like practiced, whenever we started the Compass Rose Planner Co., I was still just riddled with this feeling of I needed to be doing more. It wasn't enough for me to just have the Facebook page and group. I needed to have an Instagram and blah blah blah. And it's like, no, no. I'm gonna do the one thing or two things in this case, and I'm gonna try really hard to do it well and then grow slowly. So don't let anybody make you feel pressured into doing that. You need to be doing like 500 different things at once. Did you just stop Block Bro? Well, it's I don't know. There's official routes of buying stuff from Pro, I'm sure. He does very, very good custom pool cues and all sorts of stuff. But don't buy his How to Make Millions plan. Unless he actually gets put together a How to Make Millions plan. I just didn't know if we get new folks in all the time, and
It's a 3-step process.
it's a 3-step process. Step 1, pay Pro. Step 3, profit. But it's we get new folks into the chat all the time, so I didn't want somebody to actually think that Pro was a troll or anything. Yes, they are. You can find us on Facebook through the Compass Rose Planner Co. And I recommend following the page as well as the group because we post way more to the group than we do to the actual business page as far as community stuff goes. But I post any sales related stuff onto the business page. Yeah, but Pro is our troll. Working on a step 1 process. Step 1, gather underpants. Step 3, profits. Okay, so shameless self-promotion time. I know it's not super riveting this week, but I'm really enjoying crafting along with you guys because this can get, if you're making, I don't even know how many of the same thing, it can get kind of dry, and I always enjoy y'all's company. But we will be having an after party, which is basically more of the same, but with a little bit more one-on-one. Like we don't have as many people in the chat, so I'm able to give the people who are there chatting my undivided attention more so than I am able to here in the public ones. But it's just $1 a month, and it gives you access to our 20% off coupons to our shop. Back to Earth Creations shop, as well as the after parties. And you get first dibs on our shop updates in addition to that discount. But you can join our Happy Crafter Club by visiting our website, backtoearthcreations.com. The link should be down in the video description. We also are accepting, we've opened back up our Patreon to new pledgers. So if you don't like using PayPal and still want to support the channel at just a $1 or $5 level, you can do that over on Patreon. I might be able to get Randy to post that Patreon link down in the video description because I forgot to update the stuff that I was supposed to update from last week. Should have been something I was right in my planner for future Vaughn to do. Because that's entirely what my planner is remembering what past Vaughn did and being bossy at future Vaughn. Tara says it feels like being in a studio. I miss that. Right on. No, it's really nice to get to kind of hang out and just chat. Like, ooh, last night I was watching Adventures in the Heartland. Um, they've resumed their Thursday. They usually did like a glass and chat with the stained glass. They do beautiful stained glass work, but they're also just like super chill, fun folks to just like hang out with. And so I was sitting here crafting. I don't get nearly as much work done while I'm watching as I should though, because I'm like chatting and stuff as well. But it's like really really nice to kind of just, I don't know, it feels like hanging out with friends and like I'm being kept company while I'm crafting. Oof, Katrina says handwriting all the tags with properties for my chip bead necklace is going to take forever. Oh no. Well, do you have a printer? You might be able to print off some of it. I mean, it's hard to beat that handwritten aesthetic, but also, oof, that can be a lot. Hey, Brenda. Yeah, I was feeling kind of down in the dumps. I didn't know if my voice would hold out, but I'm feeling pretty good. I'm going to have some tea and soup during the intermission. Oh, yeah, because we'll go until 7 here in the public stream, and then the after party starts at 7:30. And if you sign up, be sure to keep an eye on your email because we'll be sending out the streaming link to your email. We'll be posting it to our members only page, and we'll also be posting it to our supporters on Patreon. So, and if you have any questions, you can always send us an email. But it's a really great way of just, if you enjoy our free tutorials and want to help support what we do, that's the way to go about it. Ooh, oh, bro, that's a good idea. Handwriting them on a Cricut. Ooh, right on with your gnome. Penny Savan says, if you need more time to eat and get your throat all full of tea, be late for the after party. Well, at the after party, I don't feel so bad about eating on camera. So it's like, I mean, not too long ago, we had a full on tea party in the after party where I was just munching away. Right on, Tara. Use stickers to make packaging today. Excuse me. Ooh, some more shameless self-promotion. If any of y'all are interested in urban homesteading, because we are completing the year of yoga, but I am also going to be trying to do a weekly garden as well as videos for, we are taking steps to build a 2-year pantry, like rotational pantry. Um, and so we're going to be taking y'all through that whole process, as well as how we're canning and dehydrating stuff that comes in from the garden, and bread and cheese making adventures, and all sorts of shenanigans over on the Vonster vlog, um, which is basically everything that's not jewelry making gets posted over there. But I am so excited. This year we're also doing a segment on growing vegetables in planters, or actually specifically grow bags, on our sunny front porch. So that should be kind of fun. Well, fun for me at least. I miss them too, Laura. Right on, Penny Van. Well, it's been a while. I'm not complaining, but it's been a while since I've gotten a hateful email from someone about how unprofessional it is for me to eat in my live streams. And it's like, I think the one in particular that they were railing on about was an 8 hour long live stream. And it's like, bruh, I can't help you. You're cuckoo crazy pants. Thanks, Abaya. Whew, those are coming together, y'all. Tammy says grow bags are great. Are they? I've never used them before. But I figured they have to be better for, cause like with buckets, like I just felt like I was never getting good enough drainage, and I was always getting some sort of like root rot problem. Or like earwigs would move in, or like it seemed really unbalanced. Whereas I'm hoping with the grow bags that um, that it'll just work. I'm hoping. Bye, Janine. We got 2 more minutes and then I'll be logging. I think that'll be enough for me to get all these earrings done. Right on. That's worrisome. But yeah, I figure gardening is like with most things. Well, there's basics that it's like, yeah, that's the way to do it. Just different things from personal preference to sometimes what works best is just what works for you. If it's something, the best way to water your plants is however you consistently water your plants. So it's, you know, there's all sorts of information online that is pushing for this is the only way to blah blah blah, and I'm like, no, no, no. There's like 100 different ways to get to the same destination. I promise. So the way that works best for you is the way that you should do it, because otherwise, if it's not getting done, then meh. Excuse me. Oh, right on M2. Oh, Laura, I think we're certainly not going to be selling these earrings for less than $5. I think we might do 6 or possibly even 8. Um, we'll see how it goes. Oh, it's in my shoe. I caught it in my shoe. Hooray! Someone's gonna get foot. Nope. Okay, there it is. That one touched my feet. I should charge more for that. Starting only Nans. Ready? Okay, thank you, honey. I just threw that one as well. No time. Lots and lots of compost, which we're very lucky that our local recycling center, we can just drive in, and it was easier when we had our van. But we've got this like wee bitty Mitsubishi Mirage now that we will be putting the grow bags in the car, like lining the car, like put the back seat down, line it with a tarp, put the grow bags in, take them to the recycling center, and load them up with composted leaf mold. Because the city, you just rake your leaves to the curb, and they go around and gather them up and compost them, and then anybody can go in and get the composted leaves. So that, and then I'm gonna mix in a bunch of our broken down rabbit poop from our rabbits and our friends with Izzy's rabbitry. Uh, And that's what we're going to be growing all of our produce in the bags. Ah, right on, Laura. And honestly, I think we could move them for $8 much easier at like an arts and crafts event as opposed to we're going to be at an anime convention. So everything kind of, we shoot for a lower price point there. Ooh, yeah. Coffee grounds, tea grounds. Like we compost everything. And we'll do videos about how we compost as well. Because it's so much of what we do just gets passed through the rabbits and chickens. So we don't really have a compost pile. We just bury it in the chicken enclosure. And then the chickens like to scratch around, and it all still gets broken down though. So compost happens. Okay, so I'll finish attaching the ear hooks to these in the after party probably. I'm gonna see if I can get the camera flipped around. Brace yourselves. I don't got no makeup on today. It's rough. I'm like an 8-year-old potato with like goopy eyeballs. um. Oh yeah. All right on, Kelly. Well, Randy's got some soup going for me. I'm gonna go like gargle some salt water and like drink a bunch of water and make some tea. But keep an eye out if you are in our Happy Crafter Club or if you join our Happy Crafter Club. Um, Keep an eye out for the emails that we'll be sending at 7:30 or half an hour from now. What time is it? Yeah. So I will see you guys in the after party. And again, we don't have a tutorial scheduled for Sunday, but we will have our shop update on Monday as well. Hopefully I'll be feeling well enough over the weekend um, to get that taken care of. But thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. This really has been one of the high points of our week. So I will see y'all in the after party. And until then, you guys, happy crafting. Mwah. Bye.